Welcome to this healing energy treatment. My name is Jim Lal-Tabak. We're going to be covering some ideas and experiences on getting in touch with that part of us that is, something in all of us. It's a healing capability. And so the first thing what I thought we'd experience and work on is something that is an ancient tradition of Ayurvedic eye exercises. And I'm doing these eye exercises because it's almost like we're starting to prep for getting quieter and quieter. But first, we do a little exercise, and then we reduce the activity and relax deeper and deeper. And sometimes that we can, if we get into a quiet state and slow down enough, we start to experience inner light experiences that are generated by our optic nerve and all the chemicals in our body. So those colors, and when you get to that level of quiet, then that's, I believe, and many do, that's where healing starts. When we are relaxed and quiet enough, we can experience that, and with an intention, move that energy to create a healing environment. So the first, the basic eye exercises, Ayurvedic eye exercises. Let me see if I hit I don't even know if I hit the record button here. Probably. Let's see, I might have to see it. Oh no, I guess it is recording. Sorry. So anyway, here we go. So and I'm not going to get into the descriptions. There's all kinds of effects that these exercises have on the physiology, the memory, creativity, things like that. Just so you know that they do have benefits. And it's I was remembering before I get into it. There's a phrase, and I'm not even sure who it's attributed to, but everyone likes to take credit for it. The eyes are the windows to the soul. And the way I take that is that there is light inside that is spiritual, you could say, and healing, and we can experience it when we think about our eyelids as almost like screens on a projector, from a projector. So the projector's inside, and when we close our eyes, we'll see stuff, whatever, without giving it any name. But I'd like you to I'd like you to pay attention to some of that as we get quieter, as we relax deeper. But again, first we'll start with some of these exercises. So the first, there isn't really a first, but we'll start with looking up and to the left. And you can have your eyes open or closed, but up and to the left. You might see me looking, it might look like I'm looking to the right. But then, so just breathing nice and easy up and to the right, and then come back to neutral. And we'll do it a second time. Up and to the right. It's almost like little mini yoga for the eyes. So we'll do it twice for each one. Up and to the left, and then down to center, and then down and to the left. Back to center, and then down and to the left. Not working real hard, but definitely that direction. And then come back to center, take a breath. And then we're going to look off to the left in the middle. So right off to the side, to the left side, and then back to center. And then again, off to the left, and back to center. Close your eyes for a second if you have them open. Just relax a little bit. And now we're going to go to the right side. So looking up and to the right, back to center, up and to the right, back to center, down and to the right. Again, I'm not in some ways on purpose and to not complicate things, telling you the effects right now. But we have, in our practice, we recommend these and give our clients oftentimes the full exercise protocols. And then back to center, breathe. Keep breathing during the whole exercise, even if I don't remind you. Now off to the middle, to the right. Back to center. And then off to the middle line of the eyes, to the right, breathing. And back to center. Now we'll deal with the midline. So looking toward the mouth. You could even take your fingers to your mouth, close your eyes, look down toward the mouth. And back to center. And then down toward the mouth again. And of course, some of these have to do with our senses, but then back to center and then to the nose. So you could close your eyes, you could put your finger on the tip of your nose to give you some reference. Looking toward the center, toward the nose, and then just neutral. And then back to the nose again. So we're working on our visual inputs and where we take in information visually today. Now this time up toward the sixth chakra, third eye, looking up and in toward, you put your fingers in that brow area. And then back to neutral for a moment. Back up again. Good. And then back. And then we'll start at 12 o'clock and slowly move in a clockwise fashion. So just moving gently to 1 o'clock and so forth. Slowly around the eyes, move gently at your own pace, breathing. Then once you've completed the circle, go the other direction, starting at the top, and then breathe nice and easy and start rotating. Good. And once you're complete, just rest for a moment. And we'll do one um, part of improving vision exercise, just to get a sense of it. And if you have an open window, or if you have some place where you can see all the way out to the sky, that's the best. But if you don't, that's okay too. But if you can look out a window, ideal. Anyway, so we start looking close. Even just bringing your hand close to your eyes and practice refocusing a little bit. You'll bring it close and it'll get blurry, but then look at it a little more and see if you can change your focal length a little bit. And then slowly bring your hand out to about an arm's length, and outline with your hands, with your eyes, your fingers, and your hand. Just outline it. Go back the other way, outlining, and then look off into your room space about 10 feet in front. Find something and outline it right and left around whatever that is you found. And then if you can, if you're looking outside, see something in the distance, but not too far, something that you can, maybe a neighbor's house or a tree, and basically you could outline that. And it doesn't have to be perfect, of course, but you sort of make your eyes look at the perimeter, go around it, right and left, and then even a little more distant, perhaps further. Again, outlining, and then finally looking out into the clouds, perhaps outlining the clouds, and then off into infinity. I'm lucky I have a window right here. So it's convenient. And then bring your eyes back from the furthest distance, and then back to closer, and then into the space, and into your hand in front of you, and then draw it close to your eyes. Again, practicing changing the focal length, and you could even outline your hand when it's right close to your eyes. That can stimulate the muscles, help correct your vision. But there's more to it, and that's why we're going into this right now. So the next step in this is, for example, in a yoga class, you do shavasana after doing exercises. So we're going to take our palms, and you could tip your head down a little bit, let the eyes drop without pressing with your palms, but they gently cup and let the eyes relax. So you're letting all the muscles relax in your eyes. And then pay attention to any light experience that you have. We're not trying to make light experience. We're simply observing. Okay, good. Now you can relax. Just keep your eyes closed. So what can happen over time, in my experience, is that as one gets more and more quiet, when the thoughts slow, when the breath becomes more relaxed, and all these things. So we're mindful. We're not forcing anything, but we let everything come and go and get quieter. You can take a few breaths, regular breaths, and then extend your breath now. For example, inhaling, just gently, full breath, even and out, in and out. And then let the breath become more relaxed, and see if you can let the exhalation extend. This sends a message physiologically to your body that everything is okay. When the breath gets quiet and relaxed, your body starts to quiet and slow. The mind will also slow down. So find, if you need to, if it's helpful, to find the most comfortable place for you. And if you can sit comfortably, that's fine. Or lie down. And as you're breathing, you're soon going to let go of any kind of attachment to breath. Any of you that know Ujjayi breathing, you could do Ujjayi for a few breaths. Without any force or irritation, stimulation, just gentle, quiet breath. And let that breath, whether you're doing Ujjayi or not, that it becomes faint, that you lose stop your attention on it. It might come back, but let it drift away. Just as you can, if you can let thoughts drift away now, and they may come back. Don't worry about that. It's just a guideline, an intention that you are letting your body, your mind, all go into this quiet, relaxed place. And pay attention to any sensations as they arise or not, as you continue this journey of going inward. So we're going on this adventure, in a sense, inside, to see what experiences we might have. So I'm going to add into this mix the possibility of broadcasting, in a sense, you could call it, energy. And see if it's almost like you could think of it as turning a lamp dimmer up a little bit. And you might notice it, we might not. It doesn't matter. The idea is that we are all interconnected. And hopefully, if you experience something, the idea I want you to know is this, most of this, what you're seeing is all part of you. This is your energy. This goes on whether you notice it or not. We're all interconnected. We all have these capabilities, this energy. And so we don't always know or experience it. But when we get quiet enough, we start to see things, we start to experience things that we don't notice when we're running to the next event, when running, thinking to the next thought. All that is louder noise, right, than some of the quiet subtleties of our being. So I'm going to spend a few minutes here in silence. I want you to just be an observer. And notice any tensions, anything at all can come up, but don't get attached. Don't get attached to anything, whether it's pleasant feeling, some experience that you're perhaps never experienced before or think it's special. No, this is all part of our lives. But when we get into this quiet state, if you're able to get there, you may see a different world than you're used to. But it's all been happening whether we see it or not. Sometimes it takes time to calm down the system. So not to worry about that. It is a practice, and sometimes the experiences take, I've noticed sometimes it can take me a half hour to get to a state that I really am in that deep projector state. So it just varies. So don't worry. We all can share our energy together. That might support going into that deep, quiet state. We are running close to time. So don't want to leave you there out in that deep state, even though you can always stay there if you like. But if you'd like to come out, bring your hands toward your heart in a prayer type position. Take a nice deep breath in. If you want to stay in a restful state, you can just stay there, because we'll just sign out anyway. So no need to do anything, except if you're coming out, you could take your hands toward your heart, palms toward your heart, and breathe that energy into your body. Notice that if you had the opportunity to see colors, let those colors wash through your system. Nice deep inhalation. And then as you exhale, take the palms out, open. Send that healing energy out into the world. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhaling. Nice full inhalation. Exhale. One thing about energy, we don't want to hold on to it. We want to share it. We want it to move. We want it to flow. We want to be in that flow. And that will create an effortless experience and healing. So one more time, that inhalation and then exhale. Bring the hands in front of the heart again. Express gratitude for any peace, any experience, any learning. Nice full inhalation, and then we'll let it go now. I want to thank you all for coming. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Enjoy the spring as it is coming toward us and around us. So I want to thank you all for being there. Thanks for waving. You that are on, appreciate it. And that's it. We'll be here. I'll be here again next week. I'm expecting that it'll be Mondays now for a while. So everybody's welcome. Thank you all. And then I will, just for a moment, I'm going to put my information in the chat. I think my phone number should be in there too. And if anybody would like to make a contribution, you can do so. Also, those of you online in Facebook Live, you can contact me at my website, bodymindmedicine.com, or direct message me. And I look forward to any or all connections. So thank you again. Peace. Namaste. And see you next time. Next week, same time. Thanks.